are allowed, pictures are encouraged.
Okay.
Okay. You guys don't come. Whoa.
Right. Come on in, come on in, come on in. Come on in, come on in, come on in. Thank you, yes. We'll start from this corner featuring some of the very early rock and rollers. That's Mr. Bo Mr. Bo Diddley. And that's his trademark rectangular guitar. Come on in, come on in, come on in. Rectangular guitar. She's very quirky looking. It's very unusual.
Yeah.
Now, why do you think that guitar, I'll give you another 3 choices.
Okay.
This is going to be the 3 choices tour. Why do you think that guitar is rectangular? Because he made the first one out of a box of chocolate. Or because he built the first one out of a box of cigars. Or third option, he made the first one out of a shoebox.
Box of cigars.
Shoebox.
You say shoebox, you agree?
Cigars.
You say cigar.
The chocolate?
You say chocolate. I can tell you straight away that you, what's your name?
Erica.
Erica. Unfortunately, in this occasion, are wrong. You are wrong. You are the only person who's correct. What's your name?
Cigars. Rodrigo.
Rodrigo, big round of applause! Bo Diddley made his first guitar out of a cigar box in 1945 at a school's wood workshop. Listen, because he might give you some ideas, you know? And then realised he was getting him noticed, so he carried on playing rectangular guitars. But we remember Bo, because he's the one who came up with turn. Can you name a tune that features the rhythm?
I don't do tunes.
She doesn't do tunes. Where are you from, darling?
From Kent.
From Kent. In Kent, they don't do tunes.
We don't do tunes.
They
No,
don't. What do you do?
don't.
What do
We
you
just
do?
sing.
You just sing. They do choruses.
Yes.
Right. What? Exactly. That's a good point. That's a good point. Can you name a tune that features that rhythm?
Michael, George Michael.
Oh, fine.
Which song?
Because I gotta have faith.
Faith.
I gotta have
Faith.
Oh,
Yeah.
baby! Okay, sorry about that. Now, lots of people got inspiration from that very rhythm. The Who, the Stones, U2 more recently, everybody used it. That's why Diddley is so important. Behind him is somebody who's just as important. I'm talking, of course, about that guy. It's not Bad Santa, by the way. It's Elvis Presley. That was the jacket that Elvis wore in the mid-70s on casual occasions. So that was technically his casual jacket. We got Little Richard, the originator, the architect of rock and roll. I know a girl named Sue. He never did, but that's beside the point. We got B.B. King's Lucille, number 19 to be precise. Another king, the king of blues this time. Erica, do you like B.B. King? Do you like Elton John?
Elton, yeah.
Do you like Elton John? I'm going to show you something very, very
Unique.
unique. That's it, thank you.
Yeah.
Sir Elton's credit card, everybody, which after receiving it, we at a closer inspection turned out to have expired in 1997, which makes it simultaneously the most pointless piece in the entire collection. No use to it whatsoever. We got Mr. Les Paul, everybody!
Yay.
A genius, a great inventor and musician, and the man who actually designed the guitar, which bears his name. This is his own recording model from the early 70s. Sex Pistols, Rolling Stones, and bolted onto the wall is the Beatles' harpsichord. Now that's a great piece to have down here. Came from the Abbey Road Studios. Is the one played on Sgt. Pepper's, as well as in All You Need Is Love.
La, 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 la.
All you need is love.
All you need is love. Love. Love is all it is. Hey! Which of course course, was the biggest lie ever told in pop history, because there are lots of things that we need, and that in this particular tour, I can't even list because of you. John Lennon's jacket, everybody, worn in 1972 on his Peace concerts. Peace and Love, and the spectacles inside the pocket, quite iconic, I would say. However, the real spectacle is the next piece, which is widely considered the Excalibur of all guitars. Nice introduction as well. Quite rock and roll. What was that? That was
Europe.
Yes, it was.
All right, okay,
Why?
all right. Sorry, the last time I heard Europe was singing. Now, Jimi Hendrix Flying V. Why is this important? Never mind the fact that it belonged to the greatest guitarist to have ever been, and that's not up for discussion. But also, it's the only guitar Hendrix ever had custom made. So in 1968, this was designed and built especially for Jimmy, who also played it at the Isle of Wight. And from the Hard Rock archive, I digged out this beautiful picture portraying Hendrix holding the flying angel, as he nicknamed it. But I'm not showing you to prove the authenticity, but rather to invite you to take a close look at the picture, because you should be able... Tell them to just stop bothering you. You should be able to spot an extremely unusual detail in the photo, which for the first time and finally will reveal to us all the real reason behind this man's genius. Step forward. What's your name, darling? Elaine. Elaine, please step forward and show everybody what you've just discovered. And also redeem yourself for not being able to...
Yeah, that's right. It's got 3 hands. 1, 2, 3.
3 hands. No wonder he was so bloody good at playing the guitar. Now, this is an exclusive information which you can only hear here in Hard Rock Café in London. You look a bit skeptical over there. Where are you from, darling? Skeptical person. Yeah, you may not speak, but you look skeptical to me. She's probably thinking, if he really did have 3 hands, how come nobody noticed when he was playing live on stage? Come on, it was the 60s, they were all tripping on acid. Do you think they would have noticed something as trivial as an extra hand? Come on. Now, we're going to move on. We've got Jimmy Page's Les Paul, which he gave us a couple of years ago after the Zeppelins reunion. Apologies for the lack of... falling over and I'm not even pissed. Now, apologies for the lack of signage, but don't just take my word for it. That was actually signed by both Page and Plant. And what's your name? Paula. Paula. Behind you, darling, we've got Jimmy Page's guitar strap from the 70s, which replaced the picture of Amy Winehouse, the only other thing which could possibly fit that picture frame.
A good replacement.
Good replacement. We got some Who's memorabilia, and the oldest piece in the collection at almost 700 years of age. This chair is a Ming piece of furniture which from under the butt of a Chinese emperor ended up under the butt of a British queen. And this time I'm not talking about the Windsors, I'm talking about the one and only Freddie Mercury, everybody!
Yeah.
One of the most talented and charismatic frontmen to have ever been, and also a keen collector of Oriental artifacts, hence this purchase. So the chair was actually found in his London home.